What would you say are the key risks to owning and trading in Bitcoin? Should you be scared of hackers? What would you say are the main risks?
The security question is quite a good one, and you do need to be careful. Because there's no physicality, there's no cash notes, there's no tangibility in it, it's stored in an electronic wallet, etc. You need to be very careful. So I'd certainly say everyone should have double factor authentication. So it's called 2FA, that's the short jargon in essence for that. That's literally a random number generator. You get a Google authenticator, you get others that you associate with the account, and on another device like your phone, every time you log in, you have to put in a number. So you go open your phone and you check that account, it's listed there, and every minute it's giving a different number. So someone to get into your account would have to have your device as well as your desktop to be able to get in and know your password. So don't do the save password element, or have a secured save, specialist save password company. That's what I use. And then have the double factor authentication on your device every time you log in. So that's relatively secure, but avoid going onto Wi-Fi's that are unsecured. So there was one gentleman who apparently had 500 Bitcoin stolen from him, and he was at an airport Wi-Fi in the early doors, so somebody got in there. I don't know if he's got involved in security. I don't know if I fully buy the whole story, and but it's possible it happened, and I'm sure people have been hacked. And the hacks will be simple. Be in your own internet. You can take this to an nth degree. I've got a sleeve for my phone that no one can even pick up the radio signal or the Bluetooth for the phone if you want to do that. And you can have a dedicated laptop that's never on the internet, apart from doing your crypto trading. And then you use it only on cable, not on Wi-Fi. You put it on the internet literally to do the transaction, and then you take it off. So it is kind of like cold storage, the entire laptop. It just goes on. And then there's the USB model where you take your private keys and you save them on double factor authenticated USB. So these are like expensive USBs that actually have a number generator on them as well. And you put it in and then you save all your coins in there. But if you're fairly active, that's a headache to access them every now and then. If you're doing HODL strategy and you want to put, let's say £50,000 into quite a considerable sum that has security risk potential into a combination of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the top three, and you're spreading it out, and you then want to take it out the system, you're not going to buy and sell, you would use one of these 2FA USBs. Don't lose the USB, back it up. Keep your secret key, because if that key is lost, there's no central body, there's no info session. This is all decentralized. Once you get given your stuff, it's yours. You don't phone support. Support who? There's no one that's going to come and rescue you. So you do have a risk there.
What do you say to the people who think Bitcoin is criminal?
I think it's not a well-formed opinion. Essentially, the mainstream media has gone some way to cultivating that opinion. It could be for reasons of wanting to keep people out. I think the notions of wanting liberty away from governments are noble ones, and I am of the opinion, so I can only give you my take, there'll be people who disagree with me, that governments have overreached their role immensely. You only have to look at, they're in our phones, they're capturing everything we do and recording all of this. I don't believe they have access, they should have access to that. So I don't believe, or I don't assess, let me rather say, that wanting to secure your own privacy implies that you have unnoble intentions. Does that mean that there aren't some people that are trying to do certain things potentially of a criminal nature electronically? Potentially, yes. But we've had cash ever since the day dot, where there is no record when the transaction takes place, and people of criminal intents have always been able to utilize cash. It's just an electronic form of cash. So there is a war on cash. I think they want all money electronic because then it can be tracked. And this is why I suspect that the overweighted confidence in privacy in Bitcoin is going to be undermined. You've seen this with WhatsApp and all of this. Oh, but it's it's encrypted, but then you find out that they're already in your device. So the encryption is worthless because it doesn't matter that down the pipe they don't break in if they're already capturing what you're saying as you're saying it by virtue of being in the device already. it's a false, the Trojan horse and the parasite is already within the body. And that is a lot of my view. We should be allowed to engage freely. I think criminality, some people that don't understand the technology and don't want to learn and prefer to be old school and face a challenge, it's often an excuse that then can be given that will make them look morally superior. So it's the same way as people that I don't do internet banking because of the security risks. Well, it may be an old school person that just doesn't like computers and haven't found the time to turn it on and doesn't like working the way around it. But it sounds more prudent to say because of the security risk. And it sounds more morally high ground to say, you know, it's the hideout of scoundrels and rascals. They'll soon see how it will come to them, I think.